You crazy if it's two and she a real. Shinkansen and etiquette.
Yo, etiquette is vital role in Japanese society.
Very much so. Learn them.
Learn 'em. Foreign tourists on Shinkansen bullet train break suitcase etiquette.
Ooh.
Angry local passengers. If you're traveling to Japan, you need to be aware of this rule.
You should know.
Japan is known for prioritizing good manners, and no place is that on greater display than on the nation's trains. This is where you'll find manners posters and signs alerting everyone to the proper etiquette for maintaining harmony while traveling. And in such an overcrowded and stressful environment, anyone who doesn't abide by the rules is likely to irritate other passengers.
Everyone, irritate everyone.
Amen,
Yeah.
brother.
Some major things. Silence is golden. When you're traveling on a Japanese train, you shouldn't be too loud. I think that's something that a lot of foreigners don't understand, but you should be kind of quiet. Everyone's just generally quiet when they're on the train.
I would say the golden rule. What exactly is the golden rule? I forgot.
One in the pinker, two in the stinker.
Good. That's what happened on the Shinkansen this month. Oh, why is that like a horrible transition?
Right.
One in the pinker, two. That's what
It's
happened.
actually
on the
supposed to be.
Yeah.
You crazy if it's two in the stinker. She a real hoe.
I did switch it up. Damn.
That's the one in the pinker, two in the stinker. What? Oh, that's the cockroach girl, huh?
Either one. One local passenger let off steam online after seeing a foreign tourist misusing the oversized luggage space on board. This space, located behind the last row of seats on the reserved carriages on the Tokaido, Sanyo, and Kyushu Shinkansen lines, was set up by respective operators. Central Japan Railway Company, the JR Tokai, West Japan Railway Company, JR West, and JR Kyushu in May 2020. So yeah, that area.
So that area, you're not supposed to put your...
It's for oversized luggage only.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So you have to, I guess, qualify what is the oversized luggage, meaning it doesn't fit
Like,
either
just like-
in the above compartment or below your seat.
Okay,
Right.
so, all right, well, I'm not entirely sure what the foreigner did that was against the rule.
Well, let's see.
Well, let's figure it out.
As the setup shows, the luggage space impinges on the comfort of people sitting in front of it, as they may be unable to recline their seats.
Oh, okay,
That's why the
okay.
space must be reserved at the same time as buying a ticket.
Oh.
Did not know that, actually.
Okay.
Because the owner of the bag will be assigned one of the seats. In this back row.
So they just put it in the back row.
row.
Because I've done that before.
Yeah.
But usually my luggage is behind me because I would not put my luggage out of eyesight or out
Yeah,
of
of course,
range,
yeah.
you know, so.
Yeah, I never really put my... If either I'm standing right next to that area, but usually I just keep my luggage next to me.
Next to me as well, yeah.
So if I put it there, I guess I would be sitting there. However, one local passenger who followed the rules and reserved a spot for their oversized luggage was appalled to find that when they boarded the space was already full, with 3 suitcases squeezed into the area. Worst of all, the suitcase was up against the seat and was extremely large, one owned by an overseas tourist. So not only were they unable to store their suitcase, they were unable to recline their seat during the journey.
Well, if you're in this situation, what would you have done?
Come on.
Got mine? Yeah, I don't think I would have made a scene or anything.
It's not...
But really, because I'm irritable today, so I might have called
at least yo,
security.
call the manager. Can I talk to the manager?
It'd be rough on them Shinkansen sometimes, especially if I'm all out all night or something. I'm coming back, and I'd imagine this is in the reserved areas, right?
Well, yeah, you have to reserve.
You have to reserve
seat,
that.
So this would be a reserved ticket.
So you pay for your reserved ticket, and somebody over there. Nah, I would definitely.
I can see why.
Say something. Yeah.
I can see what.
Yeah, if it was just the free area, the non-reserved seats, it's that's kind of free for all.
First come, first serve.
Free for all. So yeah, but in this situation now, I paid my extra money to have my reserved seat and the reserved area for my baggage, and somebody just threw it in there.
Yeah.
They don't care. All right, cool.
Would you just move it? You'd be like,
No, I wouldn't touch it because like you don't touch other people's
Okay.
stuff unless you want to smoke. But I'll definitely.
security.
Let me talk to the manager.
Okay.
Let me talk, Karen Gizmo. Let me talk to the manager.
You're talking to the manager.
I'm talking to the manager.
With no crew member on on the carriage, this passenger had to ride the train in this state until their destination,
Oh no.
leaving them disgruntled at both the service and the owner of the suitcase, who rudely flaunted the rules. After venting about the situation on Twitter, it became clear that this wasn't an isolated incident, with other people sharing similar experiences.
Notice that he didn't say anything to the person. Because I'm sure this was the United States. Somebody be, hey, who bagged this?
Hey, who bagged this?
Who bagged this?
Hey, you better come get your
You
bag.
move your bag.
Right the F now.
I paid. No, they're like, but Japan, you just got gamma and get home and just like so
And
upset
then you
about
just bottle it all up.
Yeah,
and then you
hop
get
on Twitter.
And then woo, Twitter fingers.
Ric Flair.
My whole thing is they're pointing out the fact that it's okay, and
It's
maybe
foreigners.
this
And I know for a fact it's not only foreigners
it's
that
not,
do this.
but I don't know if they're just pointing out because they want foreigners to be aware of this kind of rule, because
Could be
foreigners
that.
don't know about this kind of like
Yeah.
right. Even for me, like I never used that area, but I didn't really know that you had to reserve that seat in order to use that place for your luggage. So I didn't know that.
There has been times that I've like my earlier years, I've accidentally stumbled into the reserved
section,
area.
yeah.
And somebody came over
Yeah.
and he showed me his ticket and he said, it's on my
This is my
seat.
seat.
I was like, oh my God, I'm in the,
Yeah.
I thought I was in the
Unreserved.
area and I just got up and moved, you know? So it could be to raise awareness,
Yeah.
but also Japan kind of has a tendency to demonize foreigners.
Because
So
they don't
it could be that as
necessarily
well.
understand unwritten rules. Because
Yeah.
literally, well, I would say unwritten, but sometimes they're written, but they're only written in kanji.
Yeah.
So of course, a foreign traveler doesn't necessarily know
No,
what's
yeah.
going on. So again, when you have a vehicle, a public transportation system, where there is no indication. Now, if there is indication written in English saying, hey, this space is only for...
I understand, but like, bro, the country's 99% Japanese. Why do they have to have something catered to foreigners? Like, I can understand, like, in the major cities where foreigners are more...
The shinkansen is something...
I understand,
and you have to
yeah.
understand, like, Japan's biggest commodity is tourism.
But I would say that it's not 100% Japan's responsibility for a foreign person to know the rules. If you're coming to another country, you better know the laws and better know
This
the
is not
rules.
a law, though.
Yeah, but you should know what's considered tab, especially if you're using public transportation. If you're gonna learn how do I get from this area to another area using this mode of transportation, then a part of your responsibility should be to learn what is acceptable and what is etiquette within that environment.
Do you know the phrase, I don't know what I don't know?
I do know the phrase, I didn't know I couldn't do that.
Because I did know I couldn't do that.
That's the only phrase I know. For your own safety, you should know the rules of the road, I guess.
Yeah. But I think there's some things that are so, like, cloudy in a way. Like, well, this area has no bags in it.
Yeah.
I can't really put my other bag in this area.
I could see
Yeah,
as,
like, you could just see
as an
people-
American that you're just like, oh, well, all right, I'll just put it here and
here.
just keep an eye
Yeah.
on it. I could see that as well.
Because, like, either that or I'm going to have to stand the whole trip next to this bag or something like that. So,
Whereas Japanese culture is more about, like, you having to deal with something is fine, but when other people have to deal with your stuff,
Yeah.
it becomes like a problem. It's like,
Like-
I do not want to be like jama for somebody else.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And I think a lot of Japanese people kind of have that ideology,
Yeah.
but I think Americans are just like, whatever. I
trash.
I don't care. Like, it doesn't affect me, so like I kind of don't
like,
care.
there's the whole trash thing in Japan,
Yeah.
right? Like, you're responsible for your own trash. That means you don't just throw it away. Like, you keep it.
Yeah.
You bring it home with you.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm just saying, like, they have a whole thing where you are responsible for your own stuff. So, and not to cause other people problems, don't do things that will get in the way of other people.
Yeah.
But again, as a foreigner, our cultures are different.
So-
right? And we don't necessarily come to Japan. Like, we understand some things.
When Rome, do as the Romans do, so you should be responsible and learning what should and shouldn't be done in the country that you are a guest in. And that's my stance on it personally.
Again, you're not going to know 100% of the things not to do in this country. And that's I think that's fair to say. Like, you can understand, like, don't walk around in shoes. Okay, I can understand that, right? Don't high five everybody you see. Although they have Instagram videos of people literally doing that, like high five you. Here's a piece of candy. It's weird, but not putting your bags in this place. I would say that's kind of one of the things where like you'd have to do a deep dive into Japanese culture in order to figure these things out. Which again, I wouldn't necessarily blame the person for if they did it unknowingly, not in order to like try to like game somebody or something like that, or do something. That's my opinion.
That word. So let us know what you think down below. What should be done? Do you agree more with me, or do you agree with Tally, or it can
Somewhere
be
in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle. Let us know. Hit this video with a like, and we'll catch you on the next one. It's your boy Gizmo.
Tally.
We out.
Peace.
Hey, Kuro gang the click, dirty water the squad, Japan like politics, haters like oh my god, what am I seeing, they rocking another season, the finest of ignorance, we keep the truth the people need it, crack open the strong, camera on hit record, sound check, yeah we straight, topics never bold, Gizmo and Tally, Kuro Kouch we collab it, truth mixed